The greenback cutthroat trout is a trout native only to the South Platte River Basin in Colorado. It was once declared extinct in 1937 before it was found in the headwaters of one tiny creek. To this day, the fish is still listed as a threatened species according to the Endangered Species Act. However, due to some amazing conservation efforts, the fish is thriving in several areas in Colorado. This allows anglers to catch one of these little Rocky Mountain gems and get an up-close and personal look at what was almost lost to history.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Hardman Fishing Adventures. Today, me and Andrew were planning on going to a different creek. We were just like, let's full send to this other creek. It's like an hour and a half away from where we stayed last night. And as we were driving basically to the place, Andrew's like, oh, this creek is the one that you said had cutthroat in it. You can hear the road in the background. And so we pulled over and I did more research on the creek real quick, and it supposedly did have cutthroat in it. We pulled over at the trailhead, started hiking maybe a total of 15 feet from the trailhead, or from the trailhead where you park, and we found this little beaver pond, and there is literally cutthroat sipping dry flies in the beaver pond. So Andrew threw out a slightly bigger dry fly and they denied it, and so he's downsizing his dry fly to a little gnat, and I can almost guarantee we're about to get a dry fly sip on camera. So that's gonna be a sick way to start the day. All right, so I lied, the cutthroat won. They denied a size 20 or 22 Griffith snap. And when they deny that, you should probably move on because it's just not worth your time. Also, we just got a lot of water to fish, so rather than just kill time at this one little beaver pond, it's like, let's just go see what's in this creek. Let's see what this creek's made out of. So, yeah, if I can pull Andrew away from these fish. When Andrew sees like a cutthroat or something, you guys don't understand. He gets like laser focused. He'll like start switching flies and everything. It's fun to watch, but at the same time, it's like you can spend an hour at one little creek. And it just denied him again. You can spend an hour at one little spot. It still denied him. It just denied him like 3 times. You're not gonna catch that fish, dude. There's no way. He denied it like twice. Anyway, we're gonna move on and actually get fishing in some other places, or new section of the creek. Where at?
Like half up further. There's something like sitting there.
Well, yeah, I'm standing over top of him. There's that one that was in the close seam. Let's see if he hits again.
I see him sitting right there. You might want to put that closer.
Closer?
Yeah, he's like sitting I'm in the middle. Yeah, that's better. It's like right below you.
Did he move at it? What? Got it.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, dude. Let's go, boys. He's fighting like a king. Woo! Woo!
Well, I'm still bigger actually.
Took a second casting this hole. Oh my gosh, dude. Have you ever seen a cutthroat fight like this? They're like mini rainbows. Come back in here, buddy. Yep, I'm coming back. Woo! That's cool. He went up to grab the dry fly, but
Just about had 2 of them.
Yep. That was cool. Well, guys, Andrew could see that one. I couldn't see it. And he was like, oh, cast right there. Cast it in there, and the fish came up, and I got him. Right came undone. What's up, buddy? Can I have you for a second? Beautiful cutthroat. Got like 4 little dots on them. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Oh! Woo! That was sick, dude. So sick.
That one looks different than yours. Look at the colors on him. This is like what we, this is like we caught at the lake.
Yours is like lighter.
Slider has like those pink stripes.
Before we get any further into this video, it's worth noting that if you choose to chase one of these rare trout, or any trout that you plan on releasing for that matter, you should take care of them. That means wet hands, rubber-coated nets, and minimal time out of the water. You can go on long debates about how tough trout are, but at the end of the day, it's not that difficult to do the right thing and take the extra precautions, so do it. Do it for the fish, the next angler that comes along, and for the people that work so hard to bring these fish back.
Alright, so we have switched creeks and we're crawling through the woods here and fishing this tiny little creek. And basically we went up here and I was like, man, I hope there's cutthroat in here. And I fished a few pockets, nothing. And then I cast it underneath this log right here, or these sticks behind me here. And I caught like a 13-inch cutthroat maybe, which is a really good one. And I'll show you guys the release here because unfortunately I wasn't recording for it. But we're gonna keep fishing up this creek because if there's one in here, I'm sure there's plenty up through here. I mean, look at this place, guys. The gradient on this creek is impressive. The problem is, the gradients, the water's rushing off here so fast, it's kind of hard to find places that the fish are actually gonna sit. Like most of it's really fast. Like there could be one down there probably. But just generally it's hard to find places to catch the fish even. But it seems like if I find a good pocket, there's a good chance there's one there, but whew. Problem is, it would either have to be sitting back out here or dude, I peeked up there and I saw him feeding. I cast it on his head, he didn't move, cast it in front of him, and he rolled over and just sipped it so slowly. All right guys, here's my cutthroat that I just caught out of that pocket. Pretty fish. He's probably not gonna be very nice to me. Look at that fish. That is incredible. Alright guys, well, we climbed up this creek and my pinnacle of western fishing ideal was kind of crushed in front of me. For whatever reason, we got up above a set of waterfalls in this creek, and usually out west or even out east, that's pretty good because usually above the falls, the native population is still really intact. And since there were cutthroat below it, I thought that maybe above the creek or above the falls would be cutthroat heaven. But it seems like there's no fish at all above the falls, period. Which means the cutthroat that were below the falls must have run up from the main stem of the creek. So, basically we're just gonna turn around because there's no point in wasting any more time than we've already wasted here. I shouldn't say wasted time because it's blue lining. Sometimes you catch fish, sometimes you don't, but it is 1:05, so we've been here for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and I caught 2, which is not very good for cutthroat. Cutthroat fishing is kind of like brook trout fishing out east. You just kind of like, if you're not catching them, they're probably not there. So it's beautiful up here, but we're just gonna turn around and get out of here and probably fish the main stem of the creek in a few different sections again and see if we can't come up with some other cutthroat. So stay tuned, let's do it. Another cutty. Little fellas. Or this one's a little fella. Thanks, little buddy. If I catch another one over there somewhere. Try to get like the far side there. Probably one over here as well. Got him. Oh, that's a nicer one. Right at the edge of that. Right at the very, very edge of that rock. Come on up here, Mr. Friend. He's a little bit bigger than the last one at least. Not much. God, these fish are beautiful though, I'll tell you that much. Chill out. This is just a perfect cutthroat. Look at that thing. Chill, buddy. Oh, okay, he's gone. I didn't get to do a graceful release with him. Oh! That was a good one. Got him. That's the big one.
To be honest, this day was sort of hit or miss. We would alternately catch 3 or 4 fish in a single pocket and then go several hundred yards without so much as a bite. Regardless, we had a blast and continued fishing down lower in the same drainage, but ended up only catching brown trout and brook trout. The day ended without another greenback hitting the net, but that's alright. It's not every day you get to catch a fish that was nearly extinct less than a century ago. After catching a handful of these special fish, I decided to go on a solo mission the next day to chase them again.